this is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I've seen a lot of public speakers, and that was wildly impressive.
If your dream is to welcome a crowd, and now is the time.
Welcome to you. Welcome to Ignite! Woo!
If she responds in 60 seconds, NCA have agreed to cover costs for you to go to Peru. What started as a personal quest to find meaning through loss began a ripple effect that went on to touch the lives of millions of people around the world. I began to hear from people and engage in conversation where they would share with me their most meaningful goals, the things that they planned to do, and then the things that they had done. And in these conversations, I learned a surprising truth. The greatest things we will ever achieve are not fueled only by the strength of our actions, but actually by the depth of our connection to those around us. Put another way, we are strong alone, but we are better together. Not only is this powerful, but it's teachable. So with that said, let's get started. At the age of 25 years old, I received a phone call no one wants to get. One of my closest friends had very suddenly passed away. I don't think he had any regrets. It dawned on me that it would be important to get a piece of paper and a pen, and I began jotting down a list of things that I hoped would make me smile more. Sure enough, there were 100 things on this piece of paper. I decided to drop everything in my life to pursue it. Number 23 on my list was to deliver a child. I was sort of down on one knee, and I had one of Karma's legs over my shoulder. I'm looking at you again, Scott. I'm so sorry. I received... No, stay still, don't do that. The work you do makes the world a better place. But that work can't be done alone. It must be done together. How do we truly turn that individual spark, that quest for growth, into a collective sense of collaboration, where we create a culture of success, of elevation, of legacy? True transformation comes from turning a you and me into us. And that happens by creating a very clear shared vision. And then, of course, it's important to give everyone a role. And the final piece, of course, is, well, let's amplify a message together. And that's why we're in the room today, because we care about that process. So if we have purpose, expression, agency, and connection, how do we make sure that this is intertwined in everything that we do every single day? Change is something that's very easy for me to be on stage and say, well, we have to adapt to change. It's true, of course. But far more empowering is the notion that we can create it. Goal setting is actually the key to positive change. But to turn goals from a list on a piece of paper into a reality, into a memory, into a triumph, we have to take action.
Ladies are very gifted, very gifted.
I've always wanted to have a picture with someone that inspires me.
I'm so proud of you.
Let me give you a hug.
I really like also the leadership aspects of your presentation. I think, for leaders, there were many very inspiring things that we could put into action with our teams.
I met a guy called Mark. He said I created a list of 100 things. And his carer came over to me and went, oh, Mark's always wanted to complete a half marathon. So I looked at Mark in his heavy wheelchair and I said, well, that's great, but how do I help? And he said 2 words that changed my life. Push me. There was a clear shared vision, get to the finish line. And once we have that, we need to work together. We each have to know what our role is. We then just need to take action. By the end of the race, we had about 30 people supporting us. Innately as people, we're here to help each other out. One of the best things I've ever done in my life. What if one of the most meaningful things in your life could happen because of a conversation, potentially in this room? What I would love everyone to do right now, think of a meaningful goal. And I'm going to get you to share that goal with the person next to you. Live overseas, run 100 miles, write a book, stand-up comedian. Do you have a joke for us? Energy has skyrocketed in 60 seconds. And all you did was ask one question. That first question, what's on your list? You are saying to somebody, I see you. The second question, what are you finding hard? Work, money, fear of failing. If that is true for anyone else in the room, please stand up as well. So all of us, of course. When we come together, we can more easily navigate not just good times, but of course the more challenging times as well. That's why it's special to be in this room right now, because we get to navigate this together. And the last question, where do you need support? You are saying, I'm with you. Reality, what does that mean to you? It's coming to reality simply by giving it a voice. Whew, it's pretty powerful. And that happened, by the way, in 60 seconds. Effective leadership is about creating an environment which fosters and prioritizes a sense of belonging. I think it would be remiss of me not to showcase how accountability works in real life. I researched where does skydiving in this part of Florida. I don't know, this Saturday? What are you doing?
Jumping out of a plane.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling electric.
Taylor wanted to recover from an ankle surgery and run 5 kilometers again. I clicked the button, took us to the dirt days. Sorry, do you know of this one?
I do know it.
Let's just see what happens here and get her a ticket. So you're Ivy, and it was to speak at a conference. Ask me if I have a speech pre-written for you.
Do you have a speech pre-written for me?
Yes. Go get her. I'm not kidding you.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
true. If you get this in the goal, we will award you $2,500 to get you down there. Oh my God! If I was to die today, I'd be happy and I'd have no regrets. And as for us in the room, sure, we don't know what's around the corner, but I do know this. If we identify and commit to our individual and shared goals, and we deepen the connection with the people around us, not only will we be okay, we will unlock limitless possibility together as well.